What's up, guys? Today I just wanted to talk about my stream setup. So I just started streaming, and I've bought a lot of things. I've had some trial and error. So if you're thinking about getting started streaming on console, this is the video for you, so that you can get started easily and without investing too much money. Because all of these are very much budget items and things I found cheap. And so be sure to stay tuned. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And so the first thing you're going to need is obviously a console, which I assume you already have. But the next and the most important item, if you're going to extreme console, especially PS4, because the stream looks really bad just streaming off the PS4. So the most important thing you're going to need is a capture card. And I use the Elgato HD60S. And what this does is this is going to allow you to stream on your laptop, and then you're going to be able to use a great software like OBS or Streamlabs OBS, and this is going to make your stream look a lot more customizable, and you're going to be able to run it at high definition, which is very important, up to 1080p and 60 frames per second if you have good enough PC to run that. So yeah, that is very important. Right now you can get one on Amazon renewed, which is the way I would go, for about $100. I got mine for $80 renewed. It was a special deal. But I'm sure there are options on eBay and other ways to go. Just make sure that you get it from a reliable source and make sure that it's functioning properly. Amazon renewed will definitely allow you to do that. I'll leave the link in the description. And that's the most expensive item on the list. I know it's $100, but it is so important. It's going to make your stream look so much better. Streaming off the PS4 does not look very good. The max you can run it is 720p 60 frames, and that's even difficult to run sometimes, and it doesn't look very good, and the camera's in a terrible spot, so on and so forth. Anyway, just get a capture card. It's really important. It comes with an HDMI cable and a USB cable, all that you need with it. So be sure to pick that up. It's very important. The next item I wanted to talk about that I use on my streams is the webcam, and I'm using this webcam right now. This is a 1080p webcam, 1080 and 30 frames. So this is the same thing that the Logitech is going to do. That is a very popular webcam that is going around $55 on Amazon right now. But this webcam, which is basically the same thing as the Logitech, is half the cost. It's $28 on Amazon right now. It's called the Spedal HD Pro webcam, and it runs 1080p 30 frames per second. That is the exact same as the Logitech. The only difference between this and the Logitech is the Logitech allows you to run 720p 60 frames if you would like, but most people would prefer the 1080p 30 frames anyway for their webcam. So I would go ahead and pick this up. I will leave the link in the description for this as well, but it's a great value for a high definition webcam, so go ahead and pick that up. Next thing on the list that I use for my stream is called the Fifine microphone, and I'm using this right now. I just moved it around. This microphone is around $30 on Amazon. Once again, I'll leave the link in the description. That is a very good deal. You're going to want an external microphone for your stream. If people notice bad audio in their stream, they're likely going to turn it off. That is really important. It's probably even more important than the resolution. So make sure I would pick up this microphone just because it's only $30. This is another very good budget option, and it sounds pretty good. One that's maybe going to sound a little bit better, but it's more expensive, is the Blue Yeti microphone. That's going to sound really good, but that's over $100. So I personally think this is a better option if you really want to go budget for the stream. It's only $30. The Fifine microphone. Once again, I will leave a link in the description for this as well, so you can see all these items in the list. The next thing you're going to need, it's kind of self-explanatory when I talked about the capture card, but you're going to need a laptop or a desktop or something of that sort to run the stream. And so this is what I would recommend. Maybe you can use yours for school or whatever, but these programs are really intensive, especially if you want to run 1080p 60 frames. That's pretty difficult to do. So I would recommend a laptop with at least 16 gigs of RAM, and an i7 processor. That's what I have in this laptop, an i7 with 16 gigs of RAM, and I'm still not able to run at 1080p. It lags, and it's just not quite enough power. So I run 900p and 60 frames per second, which is still a good resolution, but even that is stretching the capabilities of this i7 processor. So make sure you're using, if you can, to use as powerful of a laptop as you can. If not, you're just going to have to scale back the resolution a little bit, which is not too big of a deal. It still looks better than the PlayStation. But yeah, if you're going to get a laptop just for the streaming, here's what I would do. I would recommend going on what Amazon renewed and searching for a laptop there. I got this laptop with 16 gigs of RAM and an i7 processor, a solid state drive, a bunch of ports and everything for $400, and that's a really good deal because i7 laptops are expensive because that's a good processor. So that's where I would look. But once again, 16 gigs of RAM or more, that's really important, and an i7 processor if you want to run like a really high quality resolution screen. And maybe this is something you might already have, but if not, Amazon Renewed, I think, is a good place to look. And then you could use it for other purposes too, because it's a laptop. So you wouldn't just have to use it only for your stream. And so that's why I would recommend using a laptop, so that you can use it in more than one way. All right, and so that's basically it for the main items of the stream. But now I want to talk about the cords extra that you're going to need. This is really important, and this gave me a lot of headaches. I was looking all around for ways to get the viewers to be able to hear the party chat from the PlayStation, and also hear also the party chat here myself. It was a very annoying process, but these are the cords you're going to need in order for the viewers to be able to hear you and the members in your party clearly. And so I'm going to grab a controller here. And so this is if you're running, by the way, this is if you're using an aux headset with your PlayStation. There's different rules with the USB, but that's not the headset I run. So this is if you're using an aux headset that plugs into the controller. Okay? And so I have my controller here. The first thing you're going to need is you are going to need an audio splitter. Looks like this. And see what it has. This one has 2 female ends and it has 1 male end. Okay? And so what's really important with this, the most important part when getting an audio splitter is make sure, it might be hard to see, but make sure that it is 4-pull. And 4-pull means that it has 3 rings on the audio splitter. That is very important. Otherwise, the microphone will not pick up on your headset when using it, because that's what it needs. So make sure you get a 4-pull audio splitter. Once again, I'll leave a link in the description for this one. This one's braided and really nice for about $8. All right, and so I'll also instruct you on how to do it while we're at it. So on one end of the audio splitter, you're going to plug in your headset. And then on another end, you're going to plug in a male-to-male aux cord. And so I'll leave a link in the description for this one. But once again, buy a 4-pull male-to-male aux cord. Once again, really important, 4-pull. Remember that. I'll leave a link in the description for this one. I got a 2-pack for $6 on Amazon. And so on the other female end of that audio splitter, you'll plug this in. And then there is one more item, and that is a 2 male and 1 female audio splitter. Okay, you're gonna need this too. And so then you're gonna plug the other end of the aux into this female end, and then I'm gonna leave a link in the description for this exact product because you're gonna need it. Make sure you can't see it from here, but there's like a headphone symbol on this end, and you're gonna plug that in to the aux port in the Elgato HD60. And so why do you need to do all this? And of course, before that, you're going to plug all this into your PlayStation controller. And so you do this so that, for one, you're going to be able to hear your party and talk to your party chat. And then while you're streaming, your audience, because of all this that we've done, they're going to be able to hear your party chat as well. And so everything's going to work as it needs to. All right. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for the cords. And the other thing that you're going to need, obviously, you're going to do it this way, you're going to need an aux headset. Maybe you already have one that you use. The best thing that I would recommend, if you want to go really cheap, is to go on a site called vipon.com. I repeat, vipon.com. And what Vipon does, it makes legit coupon codes for certain items. And there's always gaming headsets on there. And I am being serious. I bought this. It's called a Sades headset. And I know it's like a Chinese brand or something. It's an off brand, but it sounds really good. I'm serious. The game audio is like a professional headset. It sounds amazing. And I got this thing for $12. I repeat, $12. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. It was only $12 because of the coupon code. And so it gives you a coupon code, and you can use that for this product on Amazon. And there will be different headsets on there. It's not always this one. But this one's really good. And it was $12. So that's what I use as my headset. And so, yeah, I think we pretty much covered it all. The most important things are these. Make sure, one, most importantly, that you get a capture card. I recommend that Elgato HD60S. 2, make sure you get a 1080p by 30 frames per second webcam. And I recommended a very budget option that works very well in the description. 3rd, make sure I would recommend an external mic. And you're going to need an external mic, and I would recommend the Fifine external mic. It works very well. 4th, you're obviously going to need a laptop. You can use your own, or if you need to go out and buy one, you can. Once again, I would recommend going on Amazon Renewed. You get really good deals on laptops that would usually be much more expensive. And then you're going to need those cords, and I left a link in the description for those cords. So yeah, that's basically my streaming setup. In a future video, I'll talk about my settings on Streamlabs with my computer, and things you can do to make sure that you have the highest quality stream for your computers and your internet's capabilities. So thanks for tuning in. Once again, please like and subscribe. Peace.